Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're doing episode 3 of old content, new units, and in today's video, we're taking on Clash Bonnie with 4 teams. So if you guys don't know the series, basically, we're going to go back in time. We're going to verse a lot of older clashes, coliseums, arenas, and all that kind of content with some of the newer characters that have released in OPTC. Now, if you guys want to see particular content, let me know in the comment section below, and while you're down there, don't forget to belt the like button. And if you're new, hit that big red subscribe button. Hopefully it helps you guys, your new players out, and hopefully it helps you guys that are looking to farm these characters to get level limit break level 5 maxed out. I wouldn't recommend getting to level 150 as always, but getting them to level 5 does help in case you actually need them. Now, Bonnie's a really good character for stuff like the Hawkins Forest. So if you're a newer player and you're struggling with the forests, the Hawkins Forest is basically easy mode if you actually bring this Bonnie. She's great on Free Spirit teams, she's great on Fighter teams, she's great on Dex teams, and she's a pretty good character nonetheless. If you don't know how this works, basically we built a Marco team. I've also included a Chopper team. With the release of the new Chopper, you can get more cotton candy drops, you can get a little bit of XP, you can get a little bit of Pirate Belly as well. And then we're going to spin 2 wheels. On the first wheel, we have all the characters that have released in the last year. Starting from Whitebeard and Roger up until now, we have included Uther on that list as well. And then I have a challenge wheel to do a bit of a challenge team. If you guys have any ideas for the challenge wheel, let me know in the comment section below. Most importantly, enjoy the video. Let me know if you guys want to see any particular content, like I said, in the comment section below. And with that said, let's spin the wheel. Alright, so let's find out what new legend we will be using to take down CP9. Let's get it. Let's see, who is it going to be? It's going to be... Who's who? I was really hoping that was going to actually, like, fall on Sasaki, but look, it fell on Who's Who, so we use Who's Who. Then we have a challenge run. This is our challenge wheel. So let's find out what challenge we're going to get for the third team. And as always, we like to build Marco teams, so that's going to be our first team. Oh no, free-to-play team. We can use a friend captain legend, though. So we can use a legend friend captain. That's going to be really interesting. Let's dive in, and let's do some team building. Alright, so to start it off, as always, the first team is a Marco team. So that is the team. Those are the sports. Let's dive in. Now, this particular team cruises through Clash Bonnie. Now, Clash Bonnie, as I was saying, she's basically a very, very good Dex sub. She can remove 5 turns of defense up with her special, 5 turns of threshold. She also gives you a full board of recovery orbs. Now, as a sailor, she makes recovery orbs matching, and she also increases your recovery by like 1.5 times. Now, as you guys will see with Marco and Zora on this team, we basically just wave clear our way to victory. But, as I mentioned at the start, if you guys are struggling with the Hawkins Forest, this Bonnie helps you out drastically. Mainly because she removes threshold on the Hold'em stage. She gives you a full board of recovery orbs, and nowadays with the new treasure map Jinbei, which you can actually pick up in the treasure map shop right now, you can use his support to lock orbs on free spirit characters. So if you bring a free spirit team with this particular Bonnie to take down the Hawkins Forest, you'll get it done fairly nicely, fairly simply, and very, very easily. Nowadays, as a like, she's never a good captain. Like, you're never using these clashing as captains, but nowadays her clash isn't exactly all that challenging. On stage 3, you come up against a bunch of mob enemies that have barriers that used to be a little bit tricky, but Marco's special actually just goes through the barriers, which is great. And then on stage 4, you come up against Sentomaru and a bunch of pacifistas. They have a whole bunch of defense, and they have 5 turns of defense up. They also give you Sailor to spare. This was the first piece of content that we actually saw Sailor to spare. And the big reason that it was a pain in the ass back in the day is you actually get special bind on this final stage. To get around the special bind and the fear with this particular team, on Robin, the rare recruit that came out alongside was it Marco? Did this Robin come out alongside Marco? No, this Robin came out alongside, like, can't remember what the batch was. However, with the Mr. Zero support, you can actually get special bind removal. And with her special, you can remove the bind and the special bind. And it works very, very nicely. So Marco gets it done very, very nice. Let's take a look at the Chopper team now. Alright, so moving on to the new Chopper unit that did release alongside Legend Uther. Now, in the bottom left-hand corner, I'm going to leave the Marco team there. Because, like, honestly, with this content, like, if you guys are farming this, you kind of want to run triple stamina. Get it done as quickly as possible. And the Marco team, as you guys saw, like, it just blitzes it. Like, it has no issues. It does it very, very nicely. There was actually an ambush Whitebeard available at the time when I did this, and, like, it just clapped that as well. But with the Chopper team, you can get some more cotton candy. However, if you are running this particular team, you don't want to run triple stamina. You want to run single stamina because any cotton candy drop you get will actually be duplicated. So that way, running single stamina with Chopper is going to get your best value. However, I would recommend using Chopper on Colosseums rather than Clashes. Clashes give you a +1 cotton candy drop. So running the Marco team will just be a little bit nicer because you can get it done quicker. You can get a lot of XP. It'll help you guys level up to get more XP to basically do more runs, farm more free-to-play units and stuff like that as well. However, if you really, really need cotton candy and you don't care that much about XP, because like Chopper can still give XP, however, he doesn't give nearly as much as what Marco gives. 2.25 compared to 0.25, well, 1.25, I guess. It's a big difference. But like I said, if you're looking for some cotton candy drops, Chopper is going to be your man moving forward, as he gives XP and belly as well, which is great. You do need to build a mono-cerebral team with him, but he has access to stuff like Carrot and Wanda, which is great for cooldowns. He gives cooldowns in his captain, he gives cooldowns in his super type. So you can actually use that to your advantage to actually make the team very fast. And this particular team, it can no-stall it. It's just very challenging to beat stage 1, as Zora actually doesn't get a buff. However, Zora's wave clear mechanics are just so valuable. He can also use the Condorino support, as you guys saw in both these teams. And it's great to get around the unmatching orbs on the final stage. As if you actually rotate orbs on the final stage, Bonnie has an interrupt where she gives you the super orb block and a full border block orb. So it's very, very annoying to deal with. And this particular content, whilst it's not challenging anymore, it was challenging because of this final stage. Mainly the Sailor Despair is a bit of an issue. But with this particular team, we have the newer legend of Nami and Usopp with their switch ability, their special Kanuru special bind, and then we have supports to get around the bind. So Chopper does it nicely if you want cotton candy. The option's there, but I would run the Marco team if you guys are looking to farm it fast. But that was our quality of life legends. Let's move on to our challenge team, or challenge teams. And the first team, we are using Who's Who. Alright, so moving on to the Wheel of Fortune team, we are utilizing Who's Who. We did land on Who's Who for the wheel, and I'm actually pretty excited because Who's Who, like, is really, really strong. If you build a Strength, Dex, and Quick team, Who's Who is incredibly powerful. Now, I actually have my Sasuke at level 3 Super Tandem, so I thought, screw it, I'll bring Sasuke as well, and let's, like, showcase a little bit of what the Super Tandem can actually do. The downside that I found to running Who's Who is, whilst he gives a lot of cooldowns to the crew, his special gives cooldowns, he actually has quite a high cooldown himself. Now, I don't know, like, if I haven't maxed my Who's Who's cooldowns, but, like, he's actually on an exceptionally high cooldown. Like, it's kind of baffling to me, to be honest. So, I actually brought Carrot and Wanda for this particular team. However, Carrot and Wanda are actually really good because they can set defense to 0, which helps out a lot on the Pacifista stage. We're using V3 Akanu once again here. V3 Akanu is great because he can actually remove the barriers on this particular stage if you're not using some sort of wave clear shenanigan. And then you can actually just use Carrot Wanda again on the Pacifista stage to set the defense to 0, because we actually do get Who's Who's special ready to go on this particular stage as well. On Akanu, you can use the support of Kizaru. That's going to rotate all your unfavorable orbs for your shooters, your slashers, if you get orb rotated. And then on this particular stage, you can basically just take it out easy peasy. But, like, you just have so much damage here, like, it's not even funny. Like, I didn't even actually I forgot to use Carrot and Wanda here. So I just sort of used the Super Tandem and went, oh, well, okay, well, I had plenty of damage anyway. So it's actually insane how high Who's Who's multipliers are. He's a super class powerhouse unit too, so if you can build the team, like, Strength, Dex, and Quick, and then also build it out powerhouse, like, he can do some wild things. However, building for the content is a little bit challenging, and obviously with this particular piece of content, the Sailor Despair is the big issue. But to get around it for this particular team, we have the support of the Luffy that came out alongside Ace versus Akainu on our Sabo and Ace. That way we can actually remove the bind, remove the special binds. They can give us some matching orbs with their switch ability, and that way we don't have to worry about the interrupt as well. And it all works out just super, super hunky-dory. We're going to get that, what's it called? The Super Tandem of the Tobi Roppo thank you to Sasuke at level 3, which is going to increase the damage from our strength unit. And as you guys will see there, Who's Who just hits incredibly hard. So, really fun team. Had a lot of fun with Who's Who. But let's move on to the free-to-play team, utilizing a legend friend captain. And I gotta say, like, I was blown away by this particular team. Okie dokie, so the final team in the video is a full free-to-play team by our friend captain. I thought, with the release of Uta, let's bring Uta. We built a striker team, so that's the team. Those are the supports, let's dive in. Now, funny enough, when I first beat this particular piece of content, Coliseum Hody with the Vanderdecken support, shout out to my boy Sim, was actually the GOAT for this. Now, if you guys don't have the Vanderdecken support, you can pick him up in the friend summons. He is a story character that has like an insane support that goes on Hody. Removes 2 turns of bind and 2 turns of special bind to your entire crew, which is insane. Like, it's actually insane. And it works perfectly for this particular piece of content because Hody is actually a striking unit, and it's just, it's perfect. It's actually perfect for the final stage because you can remove the special bind that's on Hody and then use Hody to remove the rest of the bind, and it works out absolutely hunky-dory. On stage 3, when we come up against the mob enemies that have all the barriers, we're actually using a combination of X-Drake and Garp here. X-Drake and Garp not only give cooldowns, but they remove a barrier by 1 turn. Both of them have double special activation as well, which works out very, very nicely here, because then we can actually get Uta's cooldowns as well. We can pop out Uta's special on stage 3, and then from there, we have all the damage we need just moving forward. Like, just all the damage that we need for the rest of the content, we have. There's no normal attacks only on this particular stage 2, so the tap timing from X-Drake actually helps us out. And it's even more noticeable on this particular stage against the Pacifistas, who normally have a lot of defense. Even with without their defense up, they still have a lot of defense. But we are using Magellan and Hannibal on this particular team. They're our captain. They're a 3.75 times striker captain, as well as making int and quick orbs beneficial, which means our strength units don't have negative orbs, which is very, very good for the final stage. On the Pacifista and Sentomaru stage, we can remove the defense up with their special, and then we can use X-Drake to give our captain some orbs, and then literally with the tap timing, we can kill the Pacifistas, and then with our in character, we have so much damage. I actually stuffed my tap timing up here, and I still managed to have, like, so much damage to take out poor old Shunmaru, Sentomaru. It's actually insane. So, on the final stage, we just get the carryover effect of the Rockstar buff, thank you to Uta. At this particular point, we have a 3.25 times attack boost and a 2.75 times orb boost. We remove the bind and the special bind thanks to Vanderdecken and the Hody special. And then we're just going to give ourselves a chain boost thanks to Rebecca. So that way, once Garp hits, he's going to be hitting incredibly hard. Like, incredibly hard. Starting off with Rebecca to just kill one of the mob units. Without even matching orbs on the rest of our units, we can actually take out the other mob. And then basically, thank you to our big chain boost at 3.5, Garp is just going to hit incredibly hard and take out Bonnie. So there you guys go. That was old content, new units. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me. If you're new, hit that big red subscribe button. Let me know if you guys want to see any content in the comment section. But most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are in this beautiful world. Most importantly as well, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!